Under the lights, the night looks well-mannered, but the sea keeps cold secrets. In the saloon, music suspends time, while on the lower decks, coal throws sparks into iron lungs. The radio whispers ice messages, lost among routines of grandeur. Everything works like a clock, until fate decides to move the hands forward. Messages cross the night. Ice to the north, ice ahead, ice everywhere. The sea, smooth as glass, returns neither foam nor warning, hiding the shadows that drift. The clocks mark matching minutes, but the temperature drops like a sentence. The floating city breathes calmly, ignoring the whisper along the telegraph wire. The night seems too beautiful to be dangerous. While the saloons glitter, here the night is red. Coal, sweat, and iron on the march. Blades cut without rest, feeding furnaces that keep the city in motion. Men count steps by heat, not by the clock. Every spark of coal is a promise of advance. And the ocean, outside, listens. The Atlantic holds its breath, and the Titanic, confident, presses on. It won't be long before the sea reveals what it hides. The radio wire carries ice reports, like someone whispering into a giant's ear. The sea, so smooth, erases the clues trained eyes look for. The ship keeps its pace, confident, unstoppable. The night keeps the secret for a few minutes more. If you're enjoying this, follow, like, comment, and share so more people can see this story. In the corridors, small misalignments reveal that the sea is too calm. The bridge holds the course like a signature across dark water. On the radio, ice warnings pile up like notes no one wants to read aloud. The giant proceeds, elegant, unaware it steps close to the edge. Officers read the night by starlight and by the steel's breathing. The ship seems perfect, but prudence walks one step ahead of confidence. Life jackets appear without haste, like a silent rehearsal. It's still a routine night, but the routine already knows it's fragile. The music returns like a thin blanket against the growing cold. The mirror-flat sea erases tracks and disguises heights. The stars seem close enough to touch, and yet they say nothing. It's when the night is most beautiful that it usually hides the danger. First, A pale impossibility scratches the horizon. The bell answers 3 times, like a racing heart trying to warn the entire body. The sea holds its breath as the white wall rises alongside. The hull draws near as if time had shrunk. And the night, at last, reveals the price of silence. News runs faster than orders, and fear reaches the eyes before it finds a voice. Corridors fill with hurried steps, half-closed suitcases, life jackets tightened by trembling hands. The water climbs stairs with the patience of someone who knows the way, and the pumps answer with a short breath. Haste becomes a common language. If you're enjoying this, follow, like, comment, and share so more people can see this story. Messages gain urgency, and coordinates turn into pleas. On deck, lifeboat numbers become possible destinations. Engineering buys minutes at a high cost, and the hull answers with a deeper sound. Officers sketch order within haste, and haste now has a face. In the air, the cold bites like a thin knife. The night understands there is no return. Whole destinies fit into each boat, and even so, some go down with empty seats. The deck tilts a little more, and the wood answers with a discreet lament. Officers draw order with firm gestures, while the cold writes haste on faces. The night has already chosen its direction. The ship leans one step more, and hands seek railings as if seeking land. Some boats depart in silence with empty spaces. Others, crammed, carry short breaths. The floating city still shines, but the light already knows it's on loan. It's haste, not music, that sets the pace. In the depths, pumps and valves work in the red, and the steel answers in a prolonged bass. Every step seems higher than a moment ago. the floating city tilts, and everyone understands the verb without hearing the word. If you're enjoying this, follow, like, comment, and share so more people can see this story. The deck, more inclined, turns steps into brief climbs. Lights go out by sections and return like the sobs of a weary organism. The boats go down full, and even so there seems not enough room for the haste. From the belly, the steel speaks in dry snaps, as if counting invisible cracks. Every gesture is a choice, and time, less and less, chooses for everyone. For an instant, the entire Atlantic fits into the shine of the stars and the sound of the hull itself. Midship, the iron speaks louder, cracks, groans, a warning that is already a sentence. The stern rises, the bow vanishes, and between the funnels, time tears the steel. When silence returns, it brings the sound of separation. If you're enjoying this, follow, like, comment, and share so more people can see this story. After the scream of steel comes silence. The sea closes the surface as if stitching a wound with a thread of stars. Boats move away, and every remaining breath feels larger than the night. Below, the broken city finds the cold bed and raises dust of centuries. The bow points into darkness. The stern unravels like a tired memory. The Atlantic keeps. And that is what oceans do.